Hello and welcome back to another story. In today's story, we found out that there's something out there that even God fears and gathers all of the gods to confront the coming threat. So stick tuned to find out what I mean by that. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps a lot. If you have a title for me to turn into a story, just comment the titles. I will pick the titles myself by giving a heart to your comment. Um, and as usual, until next time, stay safe, peace.
In the vast expanse of the cosmos, where realms of light and darkness intertwined, there existed a divine hierarchy governed by omnipotent beings. At the pinnacle of this hierarchy stood the Almighty, a deity of unmatched power, revered and feared by all. Even Satan, the embodiment of chaos and darkness, trembled at the mention of the Almighty's name. But there was a shadow that loomed even larger, a primordial force whispered about in ancient, forbidden texts. This force was known as the void, a consuming darkness that predated the universe, a threat so immense that even the Almighty felt a cold dread when contemplating its existence. For eons, the void lay dormant, a silent abyss beyond the reach of the gods. Yet, signs of its awakening began to surface. Stars dimmed without explanation, entire galaxies vanished into nothingness, and a chilling silence spread across the celestial plains. The Almighty could no longer ignore the ominous portents. Summoning all the courage that had forged creation itself, he decided to call upon a convocation of the gods. Messengers of light and flame traversed the dimensions, delivering the summons to every divine being, from the benevolent to the malevolent, from the youngest demigods to the ancient titans. The gathering took place in the Eternal Hall, a realm outside of time and space, where the essence of every god converged. As they arrived, the gods marveled at the gravity of the situation, for never before had they all been summoned together. Zeus, Odin, Ra, Vishnu, and countless others stood side by side, their differences set aside in the face of the looming threat. The Almighty, his presence a radiant sun among stars, began to speak. My fellow gods, we stand on the brink of annihilation. The void stirs from its slumber, and its hunger for destruction knows no bounds. Not even I can face this alone. We must unite, combining our powers to forge a shield against this all-consuming darkness. A murmur of unease rippled through the assembly. Even Satan, present under truce, felt a rare sense of vulnerability. What is this void that even you fear it? He demanded, his voice a low growl. The Almighty's gaze swept across the hall. The void is not merely darkness. It is the antithesis of existence, a force that seeks to unravel creation itself. It existed before time, before light, and it yearns to return the cosmos to a state of eternal nothingness. Whispers of ancient prophecies and forgotten legends echoed among the gods. They realized the dire truth: their individual might, no matter how formidable, was insignificant against the void. Vishnu stepped forward, his voice a calming yet resolute presence. We must combine our essences, our very beings, to form a barrier that can contain the void. It will require sacrifice and unwavering unity. Zeus raised his thunderbolt in agreement. For once, we fight not for dominion or glory, but for the survival of all creation. With a collective resolve, the gods began to weave their powers together. Streams of divine energy intertwined, forming a radiant tapestry of light and strength. Each god contributed their unique essence: wisdom, courage, love, even the darker elements like cunning and chaos, for balance was crucial. As the shield took shape, the void sensed the resistance and surged forward, a tide of nothingness threatening to engulf the eternal hall. The gods held their ground, pouring every ounce of their power into the barrier. The struggle was immense, testing their limits and unity. Just as the void's advance seemed unstoppable, the Almighty unleashed the final piece of the puzzle: his essence, the purest form of creation. The shield blazed with unprecedented brilliance, pushing back the void inch by agonizing inch. The balance of existence hung by a thread, but the combined might of the gods held firm. With a final, blinding flash, the void was repelled, forced back into its primordial slumber. The gods, exhausted but victorious, breathed a collective sigh of relief. The threat had been averted, but the price was steep. The Almighty addressed the assembly one last time. Today, we have proven that unity is our greatest strength. Let this be a lesson and a warning. The void remains, and we must remain vigilant. Together, we can protect the cosmos from any threat. As the gods departed to their realms, they carried with them a newfound respect for one another and the knowledge that even the mightiest beings must sometimes stand together against a greater darkness. And so, the balance of existence was preserved, with the promise of unity serving as the ultimate safeguard against the return of the void.